Welcome back to our look at Snowrunner on PlayStation 4, Episode 4, with me, MrSealyp. Carrying on from Part 3, exactly where I finished off Part 3, exactly. I'm just going to swap vehicles, I'm going to head up the hill. I'm going to take on the mountain bridge build contract that I kind of came across when I went up and opened up the watchtower. As I mentioned in the previous video, my pickup has vanished. The one that I converted and did all the customization on, all the rest of it gone. So what I need to do as well is either get enough money to buy another one or find another one. I've looked on the map, I can't find my one anywhere, so I don't know, we'll see what happens there. The first 4 videos that I've posted were all recorded on day 1. So day 1 of release I just played, and as I was playing I was just recording as I went. Something I have noticed, which I noticed quite a lot on when I play Construction Simulator 3, my fan on my PlayStation goes mad playing this. Right, let's just show the task. So mountain bridge rewards 1,850. It doesn't pay very much at all. Okay, that's where we are. So we need metal planks times 1, concrete blocks times 2. They need to be in that order. So let's accept it. Actually, it's a good point. Where do I need to go to collect those? Metal planks, I'm assuming, is back over at the thing. Right, let's go down to where it says... So there's nothing on the map at the moment. I assume metal planks will be from there. Well, we got them in the first episode. I do have some metal planks over at the garage on a trailer. But there's always that worry that if it specifies where you've got to get them from, do you have to get them from there? Now, there'll be a lot of people that have put a ton of hours into this already. Like I say, I'm not sure when this is going to be actually released, but I'm recording it all as I go. So the first 4, like I said, first 4 episodes have all been recorded on day 1. I've just gone in to look at my comments from the first episode, first impressions on console. Right, so where do we need... Yeah, so it's saying there for metal planks. We click down onto concrete blocks, that's in the warehouse. So they're the 2 places I need to get stuff from. A lot of people are telling me how to lights. Toggle my lights option is L1 and circle. When I get to the night, it doesn't come up on the menu, but I suppose if you go into the settings and look at the controller options, because you can change controller configurations, it would be in there, which again, it's one of those, of course it seems obvious, why would I not have thought to look in there? But you'd think if you press L1 it would come up as an option on the screen. It says L1 on the right hand side there. You press L1 you get a few options, but surely lights would come up as an option. But anyway, it's L1 and circle. Apparently, thank you to everyone who commented to tell me it's L1 and circle for lights. We'll see how we go with that. This one should be a fairly short one, I'm hoping. What I am going to do is skip bits of the journey, and I think when I get to a point, unless I do something particularly, outstanding, if I get kind of bogged down or if I have to keep winching or something at some point, there will be bits that I will skip, like I did on episode 3, previous episode, when I was hauling the tanker, when you're winching out of a swamp in the dark, and that's why I didn't use the lights. I know that there'll be a ton of comments. There will be a ton of comments, I know, but because that video at the time of doing this hasn't been put up yet, there'll be people telling me that I should have put my lights on and stuff. I've realised that obviously now, but right, I can't get through there because there's a fallen power line. I can go across here. It does show a track across here. One thing I'm finding is the map is incredibly detailed, fantastically detailed, but it's severely underplays, when it shows little bits on the map where you've got a little bit of water either side of the road, you think, okay, a little bit of swampy ground or whatever. Because I'm just looking ahead of me now, it shows a couple of little, like, puddles, you know what I mean, on the map. But to say that it's waterlogged ahead is an understatement. Now this could be just surface water. It could be just completely flooded. Oh, there's a pickup in the middle of that field. I need a pickup. That's why I'm taking on these extra jobs, to get enough money. I'm also thinking of going around the map and just collecting up all the spare trailers, all the abandoned trailers, bringing them back and selling them to get extra money. Yeah, that looks like surf. No, it's not surface. Winch time. Nope, that just pulled straight out of the ground. Oh, that's more sturdy. Let's go for that one over there. And let's back out. As I said in the previous episode, you're going to have to put a load of hours in to get up to the big boy machinery, you know? All the off-road stuff and all the heavy-duty gear. That's no bad thing. Right, let's take a different route through this. Let's go up through the farm. I'll see if I can, maybe I can come into that field, see if I can grab that pickup. Now this isn't designed to go off-road, but it says going off-road. Oops. Damage? I'll cope with that a lot better than I thought it would do. Yeah, I wonder if I can get into the field from the other side. I'm probably just going to get bogged down again. If I get bogged down, I'll just winch myself out again. Let's come into it from this side. So I'm also thinking now is, if I'm going to do more videos on this. I'm enjoying playing it, and it's that kind of thing that if I'm sitting and putting the hours in, I'm sitting playing it, I might as well record at the same time. I might as well record what I'm doing. You know, I'm not necessarily going to do specific videos. I know I've done on Farming Simulator kind of how-to videos. This is just going to be more gameplay stuff. Come on, keep your foot in, keep your foot in, keep your foot in, keep your foot in, get into that bit there, go in there, go in there. I wonder if I can winch from a bale. No, I'm not even close enough to the bales, am I? Nope. I'm so close to that pickup. Why can't you get out and walk like you can do in other games? Oh dear. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get myself unstuck from here. I think what I'm going to do is abandon the idea of getting the pickup at the moment. Try and switch to another vehicle to get that later on, maybe in the next episode. Because I want to pick up, I want to convert it, do some work on it, and I want to unlock the rest of the watchtowers on this map. I'll come back to that in a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to winch myself out, get back on the road and get on with this contract, because I want to get the contract done. That just kind of makes more sense, I think. So, I'm up at the town. Let's get our load of metal planks. Also load. Job done. Get this back. Now, as it stands at the moment, for this section, I had originally not done any, I wasn't speaking, so this is added on later. Parts of this, and that's bizarre, parts of this I recorded with voiceover while I was playing. Some of it I didn't, and I'm adding it on afterwards. So again, I didn't know about the lights option at this point. So when I was recording this originally, I didn't know that lights were L1 and circle. And as I kind of already mentioned, you know, thanks for everyone that commented to say that's what it is. That's why I haven't put my lights on. I mean, there are lights on. But anyway, yeah, that's why. Is what it is. Next episode, don't worry, we'll have lights working, hopefully. Every chance I get, every opportunity I get to put fuel in, I do. It's just that kind of... I know when I played on MudRunner, and I would sometimes not put fuel in, then you get to a point where you were running low or you were stuck, and you think, I really wish I'd have put some in earlier. So every time I get the opportunity to, if I'm driving past the gas station, I'm going to put some in. The extra trailer that I picked up, that I brought over from the town I've dropped off. I'm up the hill, gone past the fuel station, up the hill. I'm now just heading up to drop off this load. The journey up was uneventful, you know, it's just, I just drove up, you know. So, we'll unload this. We should get an animation for the girder section, the kind of main frame construction. There we go. Fantastic, right. So now we need to go and get concrete blocks. And I know from doing the previous bit of scouting around, and when I unlocked the watchtower, that I can actually get up over the top here. It might be a bit steep, but I can certainly give it a go. We'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I'll switch to my other truck, which has got all-wheel drive and diff locks, so we can always do that. That might be a better option, I think, than using this one. That's nice, that bridge, I like it. I don't realise how high up we are. I need to get down into that gully. Down in the bottom there, there's an upgrade that needs collecting, but I want to get that pickup. So I think next episode's going to be grabbing the pickup, maybe doing a bit of work on it, and then getting around the map, getting the rest of the watchtowers opened. Oh, come on. I must admit, I didn't think this would cope with this. I don't think winching's going to help because it gets steeper up here. Actually, I'm probably going to have to switch over to the other truck. Yeah, so what I'll do then, I'll go around, get the upgrades if I can, which I started doing on episode 2. Opening the map and customization. So that I think I need to do. I want to at least open up all the watchtowers before I think about travelling to another map. I want to have a look at Alaska and the Russian, the first part, because each of these are just sections of. I mean, it's not just this is the complete map. There are different parts to this, obviously. Yep. What's the saying? Retreat is the better part of valour. Is that it? Let's retreat. Let's get something else. Don't want to get stuck. So yeah, that'll be coming. We'll get that done. I'll open the map out, then that gives me all the options available. I can see what's where, and then we can get a load more jobs done. I watched a few streams last night actually of this. Jimmy Broadbent, I've mentioned I follow him. Streaming on this. Wow. That's the thing you want to do, is stream for like 10 hours straight and just do a ton of stuff. But I just can't stream. You know, not that I can't stream, I can stream, but the household I live in is fairly noisy, especially with what's going on at the moment, and kind of lockdown and quarantines and that kind of stuff. My kids are working from home. It's not a viable option. I don't have a separate room for recording. I've got a kind of cubby hole under the stairs is where I do all my work, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a silent area where I can stream and be uninterrupted. Right, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to head over the hill. Sorry, I was just checking the map out. I just want to double check. I know it's not to everyone's taste. People don't bounce in and out of the map. Some people just kind of look at the map once and off they go. It's just the way I do it, the way I play it. It doesn't hurt to check every now and again to make sure you're on the right route. This thing is a beast. I absolutely love this truck. Obviously, as we open up further through and we unlock bigger, better, more agile vehicles and that kind of thing, I'm sure there'll be other vehicles I'll come across and think, wow, this thing's awesome. But for capability, and don't get me wrong, I've got stuck loads in the previous episode, and I had to use the winch all the time. One thing about off-road driving, and I used to do trialling with my brother. He had an old Series 2 Land Rover, and we used to do a bit of Land Rover trialling here and there. You are going to get stuck. Anyone who says if you have properly off-roaded, you'll get stuck at some point, and you'll need to use a winch. Oh, whoops. That was going crabwise a little bit there. Or ratchet straps, or I mean, if you want to go for a poor man's winch, ratchet straps round a tree and just ratchet your way out slowly. There's all sorts of ways of doing it. You're going to get stuck. You're going to need to use all sorts of ways to get out. Ropes and pulleys and, you know, all sorts of gear. So, anyway, that being said, I haven't done it for years actually. I missed that. It was good fun. Back in our ute. When we were young whippersnappers and not afraid of anything. Right, so over the top past the watchtower. Now this is as far as I got before when I unlocked the watchtower, but I'm pretty sure the track, I'm looking at the map, the track goes down the other side. Which should bring me out pretty much where the warehouse is. Now I could have paid for and got a flatbed on the back of this, which I'm thinking I might do. I haven't come across many semi-trailers yet on this map, so I think for the time being, once I've got a bit of money maybe behind me, I might flatbed this, because that gives you more options for towing with the tow hook on the back, but also I could just grab a load rather than towing a trailer with a load in. And that gets a lot of weight over the back axle as well, which might help. It could also bog you down, but it might help. I have to say, I've been quite stunned. I had a few comments left. People saying that this is no better than MudRunner and the graphics suck. I personally disagree. I can't. People saying that the dynamics are rubbish, that don't work, they're not. Again, personally, I disagree. I think it's brilliant. I'm not being paid to say that. I'm not biased anyway. Nobody has come to me and said, you know, just make this all look good. It just is. It just looks good. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily pleased. I don't know. I think sometimes you just have to remember, regardless how realistic things get and how good graphics are, these things are still games. You know, it's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And I think when you take the child away, if you take your inner child away, that's when you become cynical and you get a bit crabby and you get a bit nothing's good enough and you want to moan all the time. Just embrace your inner child. You know, there's something fantastic about that awe and wonder that a child has of seeing something new, doing something new, that kind of, this is incredible. Don't lose that, keep that. Be impressed and happy with stuff, it's cool. I found even when in the last episode, when I was bogged down and I was winching and it was slow and it was laborious and it took me ages, I just had a smile on my face the whole time. Ah, right, this is different. Loading cargo, so we can do different cargoes. So side to side on the D-pad I can pick concrete blocks was what I needed, wasn't it? So rather than come and just pick up a load of concrete blocks, which is what I asked for, I've had to choose what I wanted. 2 in there, that should be enough. Now my only concern is being the concrete blocks. If the kind of physics and dynamics of this work that because it's concrete, it is therefore heavy, Am I going to be able to get over that little mountain pass? It's not a particularly steep one or a difficult one, but yeah, I don't know. Will we be able to? Maybe. In essence, like I say, this should be a fairly shorter one, because unless something dramatic happens or I get majorly stuck or anything, I have to bring the other vehicle over to recover me. Yeah, I'm going to take that same route back over. Straight down the other side. Rather than go back right over the top, though, I'm going to go straight over, because I can bring these supplies in from the other side of the bridge. I'm pretty sure both sides I can do. What was I saying? No, mine's gone. I remembered what I was saying. About being like a short video. My intention for this one is to do the bridge build. That's kind of illustrating the point that I'm trying to do jobs, and like I've already said, I'm trying to do contracts and jobs, pick up bits here and there to make some money, to do up the pickup or buy something new or do some conversions or whatever it might be. Am I going to record every single contract and job I do? No, of course not, because there are so many on here now. And again, massive changes. This is the first video you're watching of the Snowrunner stuff. Go back and watch the first impressions one. But what I will say is that the content available on this is massive. In the comments, it has also been said that on the Snowrunner Facebook page and website stuff, all the information, their social media, they're releasing DLCs and stuff in phases. According to that, console mod support is coming either phase 2 or phase 3. I think they said with the Canadian map. Now I've got this with Season Pass, the Premium Edition. Again, thank you, Rob. I've got the Season Pass, and with the Season Pass you get the DLCs. Now, not having mod support at the moment is a worry, because like I said in the first episode, what if we don't get it? Oh, come on. Low range. That's it, keep going. Low range. Diff lock on. Bit of side to side. Might have to use the winch in a minute. Yeah, we haven't got it at the moment, and it was said we were going to get it. Now, people are worried it's not going to come. Their social media is saying it is coming. Now, obviously, I don't make the game, don't hold me to that. That's what the social media is saying. Mod support will come. But my argument to that is, it's not a necessity. MudRunner had a shelf life, but I used to still come back to it because I just loved playing it. I just thought it was good fun. It's not everyone's cup of tea, don't get me wrong. It's not everyone's cup of tea doing this sort of thing. This has got so much content available on release, and with all the DLC stuff that's due for release and coming out, this has got a much longer shelf life, and I can't see you getting bored of this anytime soon. Now, as long as mod support comes at some point within all of that and the DLC releases, then great. That improves and increases the shelf life of the game massively. It improves the longevity of it and will keep you coming back to it and playing it for a long time. There's nothing worse than buying a game that you play for the first 8 hours, complete the game and job done. Especially when you're playing 40, 50, 60 quid and upwards now. You know, a lot of these games now you're paying a fortune. Now that's where we came down off the peak where the watchtower is. We're not going that way, we're going over the top here. So my point is that is mod support crucial? I don't think it is crucial. A lot of people have said they're not going to get it because it doesn't have mod support and that's all they wanted it for. This is a different beast. This is a different beast to MudRunner. There is so much content, there is so much to do, so many vehicles. I honestly don't think it's that crucial at the moment, but that's just my opinion. I was talking and took my eye off the ball. We are stuck. Right, winch forward to that tree. Directly ahead. See if we can get up onto a bit of dry ground here. The winch isn't working either. Is that because I've got concrete blocks on the back, or is it just because it's that muddy? I'm driving forward and winching and I'm not moving. I mean, barely inching forward maybe. Okay, that's not good. Right, side to side. Can I move this at a different angle? Let's see where else I can winch to. Right, okay, over there. Let's pull this out this way. So if I can get across the other side of the road onto the drier bit, that's what I mean when I said I took my eye off the ball. I was so busy talking, if I'd have stayed to the left, it's a bit more gravelly over there, I probably wouldn't have got stuck. There we go. So accelerating at the same time, get to a point, just flick that winch off, and then away we go. And say away we go, don't get stuck. Come on. I'm already doing better than I did on MudRunner. And when I first started playing MudRunner, I lost count of how many times I rolled over vehicles. I haven't rolled anything yet. Came close to rolling over the little pickup truck in is it first episode or the second one? Second episode. Yeah. Come on, keep going, keep going. Now, another thing to point out that and I'm going to have to check the controls, the controller options. No cruise control. Haven't come across cruise control. I like that on MudRunner. That was nice to have. And I do miss the little, you know, the gear stick bottom right where you could go into manual and you could clunk the gear stick. I liked that. That was a cool function. It wasn't always user friendly. It wasn't always particularly easy to use, but it was a nice little touch. I miss that a bit, but I think for everything you gain, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay, let's get out of this mud. Let's go into a bit of dry ground. Once we're over this bit, it's a little hump out of that water. I can probably disengage diff lock and low range, and we'll just cruise down the hill. So we're coming out the bridge from the other side now, so rather than coming over the top, because on the map it shows that you've got like a construction helmet, hat, whatever they're called, refer to as, either side of the bridge. Now this is a gamble, because if I come to the other side and it doesn't let me unload from this side, I've got to then go all the way back over the top. This bridge is kind of arterial, and this will open up a bit more of the map the other side without me going through horrible terrain and muddy, boggy stuff. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do this one next. There's some more further up the map, there's a rock slide, there's some other bits and bobs that I want to tackle. Those will open up some of the main routes. That's kind of the first things I want to get done. That will then give you easier and better access to some of the other jobs in other parts of the map. So fingers crossed then, if we come in on this side. Let's stop there. Oh, handbrake. Thumbnail time maybe? No, probably not a bad idea. Let's unload. And there we go. Job done. We've opened it up. Made a whopping 1,850. Cha-ching. That'll buy me a snorkel maybe, I don't know. We shall see. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to take this down the hill. Like I say, I might also go around the map with this truck and just gather up all the sort of little trailers knocking about and then take them all back and sell them at the trailer store. Make a bit of money that way. But anyway, there we go. So, another job done. Up over the top. Next episode I'm going to get that pickup out, go and get some of the updates and do a few bits and bobs like that. That is at least the plan. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying playing it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.